Oh boy. Y'all want some bass playing? Y'all want me to react to some bass playing? Y'all got me reacting to some bass playing.
Turn on the radio, sounding like a disco.
What's up, YouTube? What's up to my Patreon family? How's everyone doing? This was a request. I got so many. Like I got a doctor's appointment today, and that's all I'm doing. That, a little bit of chores, and I'm gonna react to as many videos as I can today. I gotta catch up. Like, it's starting to give me anxiety. But I appreciate everyone's support. Patreon family, love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. I still can't find the words. I don't even know if there are words. I just gotta continue doing what I'm doing. We'll just keep this relationship alive. And y'all just make sure you let me know that I'm keeping you happy, all right? That's all that really matters. My YouTube friends, if y'all want to come check me out on Patreon, I got lots of Bruno Mars. I got lots of the Hooligans. I went on a Hooligans rabbit hole yesterday, and I had to stop myself because the camera was going to die. But I have a feeling that that's going to happen often. So this is going to kind of top up on that. This is a request from... Who is this one from? Nicole? I hope that's how you spell Nicole. I've never seen it spelled like that. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the request. This is an old one, 2012. I'm assuming E-Panda hasn't gone through his transformation yet, so I'm excited to get hyped about that. Oh man, how fitting, how fitting. I didn't even plan this. Check it out. To all my Venice, California friends, what a dope gym. What a dope gym. Anyways, all that aside, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check me out on Patreon. Here we go, Just the Way You Are, live Brit Awards 2012. Apparently the bass player goes off.
Good evening, London. Come on, baby, y'all put your hands together like this. Hey.
Okay, so like what's interesting in funk is like, okay, the drummer has the rhythm, but then you assume the bass player would be a rhythm player too, but he's more of like a melodic section. Like he's more like a guitar player than he is a rhythm player in this. So like he's really driving his band. You can hear how much he's playing, and like he plays with his fingers, and like to get into that much of a groove and play that consistently with all those notes takes a lot of practice. I'm so excited already.
Good evening, London. Come on, baby, y'all put your hands together like this. Hey.
Badoo, badoo, like, oh, it's so good.
Oh, her eyes make the stars look
like you hear that? Boom, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, boom. Like, oh my, I don't have that much groove in my bones. You know what I mean? My pale ass bones, I don't have that much groove.
Oh, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying.
And he's not even looking. Like, he's not even looking.
Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day.
So, like, what's interesting is, like, that bass line was probably written as just, like, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. And then he's like, this is just him feeling himself, right? Like, this is just him being talented and having space to do this. Because in funk, you can do this. Like, any funk band you listen to is going to have a talented drummer and a talented bass player that are, like, locked in. Like, they're going to be, like brotherly twins, like, every single time. Here it is.
She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah, I know when I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so sad I think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say.
It's interesting because, like, there's no space that the bass player is leaving that isn't as intricate. Like he doesn't change the riff just because he's playing in a different position. Like sometimes, like, you know, people will be comfortable like at a major chord because like octaves are easy. It's like it's a 3-chord spacing to do octaves, so boom boom. It's just like it's a natural pattern, but he's filling all that stuff in, and then when he's changing down those like minor cadences, he's still laying on top of that all that and staying like it's tasty and it's fitting. Like, it's just I'm barely even listening to this song. Just cards on the table. I'm probably gonna have to listen to this again right after.
When I see your face, baby, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are.
Ooh, oh, that was good. Oh man. So I was nervous about this reaction because like the ballads, like I have a hard time talking about ballads. I just appreciate ballads a lot more than like actually verbalizing how much like what's going on. So I'm glad that they switched this up and like made this like a real. It's almost got like a samba groove to it, like in this chorus here. And it's good though because they can like let this bass player keep spazzing, right?
'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, darling, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she let me. And her laugh, she hates, but I think it's so sexy. Yeah, she's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Two-step with us, y'all. Oh, you know, I never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then
I wouldn't be surprised if I can never remember his name, the bass player. I wouldn't be surprised if he was like MD for this song and he was like, no, I got an idea for this, because like give the bass player something, hey?
I never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same. So don't even bother asking if you look okay. You know what I'll say, yeah. When I see your face, baby, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are.
Like last time he did that, he played the octave down, and then this time he decided to play the octave up. And just to be a showman, he played on the same string. So like you can play. Where's my guitar? Hold on. Whatever. So okay. So what an octave is like when I was talking about the positions. It's like that's the octave, right? Don't mind that it's out of tune. And then so you can play this note here. You can play the octave here, or you can play it here. So this time, the first time he played it in the low part instead of just going whatever it is. He played it up, way up here, just to be a showman about it. Like. What? I just, nothing but appreciation for this man.
When you smile, darling, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. You make me feel like,
Okay, so can we talk about this lighting in the back? So those are really common. I can't remember what they're called. They're like blinder lights essentially. And they're really common in like old rock and roll and punk. So like if you had like big shots, it would be like boom, boom, and then they would fade really slowly, and it would look like big fingers like through. But like this is really cool. So they've got them all positioned kind of obscurely, so they all like blind each other. And then they use what's called a haze machine instead of a fog machine. So it's water. It's a water-based molecule, and it just makes the air like thicker. It's almost just like warmer, and like you can see it with the lights on because it makes like you can see like all these little beams. You wouldn't be able to see that if there was nothing in the air. In the fog, you wouldn't be able to see with the cameras. You wouldn't be able to see the production. So they use what's called a hazer, and then so those bright lights, those squares with like the 30 fucking lights in them, they would like just kind of come in sequence, and you can program each light to kind of dance, and that would just be something. And then they have these moving headlights. They're probably like Martins or like something super fancy, and they pivot and stuff. And then the lighting breaks up through the obscure setup of all the squares and stuff. So like it looks super, super dope. It's a cool setup. And what's neat about it is you get a lot of texture, and you don't have to like move stuff around. Cause like I bet you all those squares could move. I bet you the majority of them do move, but you don't really need to. You have a beautiful scene that looks different all the time. So like from a production standpoint, kudos.
There's not a thing that I would change.
Do. Like, oh man, I can't get it.
There's not a thing that I would change.
It's called hammer-ons for you guitar players out there.
Darling, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And oh, when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Girl, you're
expecting at all. I thought they were gonna come back into that like this took me by surprise, and I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it.
Where you are, girl, you're amazing. Just the way
Nice.
you are.
I thought he was gonna pop that octave there.
You are. Thank you.
No kidding, no kidding, eh? Like, oh man, thank you so much for the request. I can't get enough. Like I said, like on the Patreon, I did a little rabbit hole of watching. Now I can't remember his name either. Bruno and the other singer with the glasses singing about sour cream and onion chips. If you haven't seen that video, go check that one out. It's just hilarious. The band just like jamming and goofing around, just like ad-libbing, so good. Bruno and his dad playing, like, oh man, it's so good. So anyhow, thank you all for hanging out. Thanks for the request. Don't forget to drop your links down below, and we'll see you all again soon.